right, time for my most anticipated match of the day in a heavyweight all-action affair. First up, representing Battleborn BJJ, please help me welcome back Adolfo Bedolla. And his opponent, representing Elevate MMA Academy, Aaron Jefferson. All right, I've rolled with both of these guys.
I'm terrified.
I've rolled with both these guys. Neither of them are very fun to roll against. Adolfo, very fast for a man this size, but Aaron, I've rolled and rolled and rolled with him, never seen him tired. I mean, he just like is high action, high pressure, forward with the wrestling.
Pause right here, gentlemen. Move to the center. Go.
And if you watch that last Toro Cup match that Aaron did, he just looks physically like a different person. A lot of weight loss. You can see the knee brace there. He had that knee surgery. And from a week after his knee surgery, I saw him on the mat taking notes, watching class. He's a guy who came in with a good skill set to wrestle, but he's certainly not resting on that skill set. In the time that he's been back training hard for the past 2 or 3 months, his back game, his back control is crazy for a heavyweight. And Adolfo is quick. Adolfo's fast on the bottom as well. He's very mobile. In his MMA fights, he's shown great grappling, but mostly been a striker. Not had to rely too much on the grappling, but we've seen him here at Toro Cup before. He was with Mike Murray for quite a while, but changed it up when Mike left and has now settled into Battleborn BJJ. A lot of expensive stuff. Good to see you guys. So as you can see, Aaron just bringing that forward pressure, and so far Adolfo's done really well with those frames and just keeping the legs away from Aaron. We might need 2 refs in there, yeah. Bagel's we need 3 grown men to contain these animals here, these beastly men. And I've personally never stood and wrestled with Adolfo. The times we've trained have been at Charlotte Jiu-Jitsu, where we've been kind of in a room of like 50 people, so there's not a lot of wrestling going on. We're just kind of sitting, but it does look like he's done very well for himself so far in wrestling, a lot better than I would have assumed. But Aaron also hasn't really turned it up too much yet. It's still early in the game. And Aaron said that his intention was to make the match grueling, tiresome, late. He told me he was not looking for a very fast finish. He comes from that collegiate wrestling background where there's just people can't retreat. They just leave. If they retreat, they leave the circle and they get penalized. In jiu-jitsu, retreating is so, I don't want to say good, but it's just such a neutralizer for a lot of techniques. Just circling and retreating and using the bounds. Just knowing if you go out of bounds, nothing bad's going to happen to you. You're just going to get a reset call. That can sometimes make things a little easier for the jiu-jitsu guy. 2-on-1. Trying to get that 2-on-1 to work is Adolfo Bedolla. Adolfo's stone cold stunner there almost, looks like. They're calling Aaron to get that inside tie position over and over again, but it does look like Adolfo is starting to get some control of the posture, and he kind of needed it because Aaron is a good head taller than him, so he's got to get him on his level or he's got to get low enough to get completely under him, one or the other.
1 minute, 2 points here. Inside ties, heavy hands.
This is a lot like Luke Albrecht's matches sometimes where there's just so much wrestling that you have to wonder at this weight class, can it go on? Okay, this is a first for Toro Cup history.
God bless. Please, please, somebody get the takedown here.
Adolfo not conceding an inch, but Aaron is tight on that body lock, and he's hard to dissuade. He looks like he's looking for the outside trip, but that's a
And
battle-born.
a reset.
I know that, every time I watch a battle-born fighter in an MMA fight that I'm commentating, they always have a great outside trip and an inside trip, or they're usually employing a great outside-inside trip, so I imagine Adolfo very well trained for that look there. And Kelly Anunson's cornering is incredible in this match. And Adolfo's doing a great job to listen.
Points are on now.
And this is kind of one of those things where now it's like, well, how's the wrestling going to change now that the points are involved? Because we don't, before we're going for a takedown to get a good submission, a finishing position, basically, especially at heavyweight. But now the wrestling can change dynamically because it's just, we need points on the board. I don't care about getting in half guard or getting in full guard. But training with Aaron prior to this match, he did say his intention was to keep it standing as long as possible.
Like, you have to score at some point, right?
Yeah, I think his intention was to keep it standing until he felt Adolfo was tired, and Adolfo just has not gotten tired yet.
Oh, there it is.
Down for Aaron Jefferson.
The outside trip you thought was coming from the other side.
Yeah, he pursued that very well that time, and this time Adolfo just couldn't frame efficiently enough against the body lock. Got dragged over to that elevate corner, and let me tell you, as somebody who's been under Aaron right here, it's no fun.
These are big boys.
Yeah.
But
I'll tell you one thing, though. Adolfo's got an incredible half guard for a big guy.
And I was going to say, he for sure has that dog in him.
Yeah.
He is going to fight until the last second.
The fact that he just wrestled this guy for this long, and stayed on the feet.
And mostly, like, Greco wrestled him.
Had to make him work for it, too. Like, Aaron did have to turn it up to get him down. And we see him trying to collect that foot there and build to a half guard by flaring the knee. And now Aaron's on the crossface. Yeah, this is so bad. I've been here, buddy.
Yeah, completely flat. It's a very difficult position with the earth on top of you here.
Yeah, I mean, I've taken jiu-jitsu classes before. Like, I know when you're in this position, you're supposed to frame and push and turn. But when I do all of those things to Aaron, none of it works. It just stops working. It's like trying to grapple, say, that pillar over there that Sam is beside. And I think Aaron calls this the barbecue.
He's recovered the half guard here.
That's good. This is Adolfo's counter game right here. He's got a good Kimura from here. That's probably Adolfo's best move. You can already see him scouting that hand, but Aaron knows the deal. He knows that the fight is for this bottom hand, and he's cutting over. This is going to be a pass for him. And let me tell you,
Straight to mount.
You're going to think that the answer here is to turn your back and give him turtle, but that's not the answer.
He swallowed the foot again.
Yeah, good job, Adolfo, to get that foot back. But he's working a lot just to get the shoulder away from his face. Adolfo's done a great job so far from the bottom position of not allowing any scoring, but Aaron has done such a good job with the control from the non-scoring positions that it's just been a cook-off.
Yeah, I mean, and unless Aaron decides to drastically change his game plan here and really open up, that we're going to see another 90 seconds of this.
Yeah, you see Adolfo actually has swam inside under the jaw, and if he does have a powerful frame here, but like I said, Aaron is very disrespectful of the frames. I find it to be very rude what he does to my frames when we roll together.
Disrespect.
Okay, so this is actually one of the things that me and Aaron kind of worked on a little bit because I will always throw it up when I'm in Adolfo's position is that lockdown, and we saw that lockdown. Aaron's only giving him that
That looks
slaughterhouse for Aaron Jefferson as he passes into the mount. It looks like he might be looking at a smother.
And that'll be the pass, the mount for
Aaron
Jefferson.
goes up. Aaron's going to try to
Now he's
isolate
looking to
the
attack
arm.
That arm. That's a lot of man on that arm. Oh, that's a lot of man.
Oh, Adolfo
Adolfo's
did
able
a
to
great
get his head
job.
back inside.
Adolfo's got that experience. At a certain level, it's very hard to finish guys with Americanas, and especially one that's
Especially
just
from
doggish.
mount.
Yeah.
Good match here from these boys. Everybody in the front row.